The big story today, the third round of talks between the government and farmers ended inconclusively after 5 hours of negotiations. The government, in a climb down, agreed to amend Section 6 and 15 of the Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Act, but the farmers are sticking to their guns, saying they want a complete rollback for the 3 farm laws. In fact, in no mood for discussions that go on endlessly, irate farmers, in a striking image, underlined their rising discontent over a lack of progress in these talks and held up placards while in the meeting with the government that simply and starkly said yes or no. The unasked but implicit question here, of course, is will the centre scrap the farm laws? That is their main and only demand. Now, faced with the biggest farmers' agitation in recent years, the centre has offered to amend sections of the laws, but the farmers, thousands of whom are camped out across Delhi's borders, insist they must be scrapped. The government has proposed another meeting on Wednesday. Farmers protesting the centre's new farm laws have agreed to this 4th round of talks. After today's meeting yielded no breakthrough on the core issue, the repeal of the 3 laws, but in a show of strength, they are going ahead with their nationwide protest called for Tuesday, where they have warned that they will block all roads leading to the national capital and they will occupy highways across the country in an attempt to increase pressure on the centre.
सरकार ने टाइम लिया बातचीत करने के लिए। जब हम बिल्कुल साइलेंट होकर के बैठ गए कि हम कोई बात नहीं करेंगे आपसे, तो 10 मिनट के बाद सरकार चली गई उठ के कि हम सोच लेते हैं। उसके बाद वो आए तो उन्होंने ये प्रपोजल रखी कि हमको समय दो, हम हायर ऑफिसर से बात करेंगे, आई एम नॉट कम्पिटेंट। तो उसके बाद हम 3 दिन का समय लेंगे, आपको प्रपोजल भेजेंगे हम क्या करना चाहते हैं। उस प्रपोजल पर हम विचार करेंगे, हम अपनी मीटिंग करेंगे, तो फिर 9 तारीख को आएंगे। तो लगता है कि सरकार कुछ करने के मूड में है।
8 तारीख को भारत बंद, आप लोग
8 तारीख को भारत बंद होगा जोर से।
हमने कहा है कि एमएसपी जारी रहेगी। एमएसपी पर किसी भी प्रकार का खतरा और इस पर शंका करना बेबुनियाद है, लेकिन फिर भी किसी के मन में कोई शंका है तो सरकार उसका समाधान करने के लिए पूरी तरह तैयार है। आज तमाम सारे विषयों पर पूर्ववत बात होती रही और हम लोग चाहते थे कि कुछ विषयों पर स्पष्टता से कुछ सुझाव हमें मिल जाएं, लेकिन बातचीत के दौर में यह संभव नहीं हो सका। अब 9 तारीख को पुनः ये बैठक होगी और हमने किसानों को कहा है कि सरकार आपके सभी पहलुओं पर विचार करेगी और हमारी कोशिश होगी कि समाधान का रास्ता हम खोजें, लेकिन समाधान का रास्ता खोजने में यह उपयुक्त होता कि किसान नेताओं के भी कुछ सुझाव मिल जाते तो हमको रास्ता निकालना थोड़ा आसान होता। अभी भी हम उसका इंतजार करेंगे कि सर्दी का सीजन है, कोविड का संकट है, इसलिए जो बुजुर्ग लोग हैं वे और जो बच्चे हैं उनको अगर यूनियन के नेता आह्वान करके घर भेज देंगे तो वो सुविधा से रह सकेंगे। यह आग्रह मेरा किसान यूनियन से है।
Let's go across to my colleague Arvind, who was monitoring this meeting, this 5-hour-long marathon meeting that took place between these protesting farmers and the government. Arvind now joins us. Arvind, you know, the image of the farmers holding up those placards that simply said yes or no, that's just one of the several scenes that have defied this protest over the last 10 days. Now, for the second straight day, we also saw farmers declining the centre's offer of lunch or refreshments. They instead sat down on the floor to eat their own packed food. Clearly, the lines are firmly drawn here.
Yes, sir. In fact, the third round of the meeting between the farmers union and also the government ended inconclusive. That went on for over 5 hours, and again it ended inconclusive. Now the government, based on government request, there has been another meeting that has been scheduled on December 9th. So that will be the fourth round of meeting. Like you mentioned, even when the farmers entered for the meeting today, they told media saying that they are not here to enjoy the hospitality of any of the political party or government. They have brought their own foods. They brought their own water to drink. In fact, a farmer before entering told us, saying that at least last time we drank the water that was provided by the government, but this time we are bringing our own water. So the farmers, they wanted to send a message to the government saying that they will not relent, they will not accept anything less than government repealing all these three farm laws. So once the meeting started, again the farmers, they reiterated their demands. When the government said that they are ready for clause to clause, section to section discussion debate on the farm laws, the farmers union categorically rejected it, saying that we are ready for a dialogue only if the government repeals all these three farm laws. In fact, the agriculture minister also made a request to the farmers saying that at least send the women and also children who are protesting along with you back to the home, and we can continue with our discussion. But the farmers outrightly rejected it. They also said that we will not be continuing our meaningless discussion with the government unless until government gives us a clear-cut answer whether they would be repealing the farm laws or not. And that's why they took their placards in their hand and then they showed it to the government. So because government couldn't come up with any answer today, they sought more time, and the meeting has been postponed for December 9th, where government is hopeful that they can be coming up with some kind of concrete proposal that can be placed before the farmers. On the other hand side, farmers have again made it clear that their protest that they have planned for December 8th, that is a big protest, the Bharat Bandh will continue as per the plan. It will be a big show of strength according to the farmers. Sarah?
A huge show of strength by the farmers. Arvind Gunasekar, thanks for that update. So what's next? The farmers are adamant. Will the government relent? Is there a middle ground? Let's ask this to our panelists tonight. We have Naresh Sirohi. He's the National Vice President of the BJP Kisan Morcha. We have Kavita Karuganti. She's the working group member of the All India Kisan Sangharsh Coordination Committee. We have Badri Narayan Chaudhary, General Secretary of the Bharatiya Kisan Sangh, which is affiliated with the RSS, and we have Nikhil Dey, founder member of the Mazdoor Kisan Shakti Sangathan. So Naresh Sirohi, to you first, what's next? Is the government planning to relent? I ask this, how much moving room really does the government have? I ask this because the agriculture minister came out of this meeting today, a 5-hour long marathon meeting, inconclusive. He then reiterated the same reassurances that the government has been making to farmers for 10 days now. He said the farmers should keep faith in the Modi government, that whatever will be done will be in their interest, that the government is committed towards resolving this issue. But the fact is, today's talks began after a high-level meeting between Prime Minister Modi and his senior leaders. So whatever the government brought to the table in this meeting had the blessings of the Prime Minister.
कहना इस पे ये है कि जो हमारी सरकार है और ये जो किसान संगठनों के बीच में जो बातचीत जारी है, ये जारी रहनी चाहिए। दूसरी बात, सबसे बड़ी बात ये है कि ये जो तीनों कानून हैं, ये देश की तमाम लोगों को, चाहे वो उपभोक्ता है या किसान है, उनको सबको प्रभावित करने वाले हैं। और ये केवल इन दोनों को नहीं, जो कृषि व्यापार में लगा हुआ कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर है, थोक विक्रेता है, फूड प्रोसेसिंग में लगे हुए यूनिट्स है, इंडस्ट्री है, और जो खुदरा व्यापार है, ये सारे स्टेक होल्डर्स को प्रभावित करने वाले तीनों कानून हैं। इनमें सबको ध्यान में रख के सरकार को निर्णय लेना है, इसलिए उसमें समय लग सकता है। और किसानों की जहां तक हित की बात है, किसान लंबे समय से घाटे की खेती कर रहा है, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है। उसको लाभ की खेती कैसे बनाना है, सरकार ने इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर लेवल पे काफी काम किया है, उसके बावजूद भी किसान घाटे में खेती कर रहा है। तो जो एमएसपी की बात किसान कर रहे हैं, उस बात का मैं भी समर्थन करता हूं कि उसको एमएसपी से नीचे रेट नहीं मिलना चाहिए, लेकिन उसका व्यवहारिक पक्ष क्या हो, ये दोनों पक्षों को बैठ के तय करना पड़ेगा। कि किसानों को लाभकारी मूल्य उसका मिले और उसका व्यवहारिक पक्ष क्या हो। अभी एमएसपी जो नरेंद्र तोमर जी को आपने सुना, मैंने भी सुना, और सरकार कह रही है कि एमएसपी है, रहेगा और उसमें कहीं कोई समस्या नहीं है, लेकिन एमएसपी से नीचे जो बाजार में फसलें बिकती है उसको हम कौन सा ऐसा मैकेनिज्म तैयार करें जिससे वो फसलें बाजार में उस एमएसपी से नीचे रेट पे ना बिक पाए। तो ये हमको तय करना है। इसका व्यवहारिक पक्ष को, दोनों पक्षों को ये मिल बैठ के तय करना है कि उसका व्यवहारिक पक्ष क्या हो। बात कहना एक बात है और उसको व्यवहार में लाना दूसरी बात है। तो व्यवहारिकता में कैसे हम ले पाएंगे, ये दोनों पक्षों को बड़ा मन करके उसको व्यवहार में उतारने की बात करनी चाहिए।
All right. But if everything was so above board and these farm laws that the centre has pushed through via an ordinance are, you know, in favor, are going to better the lives, the futures of farmers, why did it need to be pushed through in an ordinance? Mr. Chaudhary, if the government hadn't pushed this through via the ordinance route, perhaps then they wouldn't be facing these irate farmers here today, because farmers are basically saying ye keh rahe ki they were never consulted.
आवाज बहुत कम आ रही है मैडम आपकी, दोबारा बोलें आप और आवाज बढ़ाइए मेरी।
मिस्टर चौधरी, मैं जोर से बोल सकती हूँ। फार्मर्स कह रहे हैं कि उनको कभी कंसल्ट नहीं की गई थी। सरकार ने ये फार्म लॉज ऑर्डिनेंस राउट से दे पुश्ड इट फॉरवर्ड थ्रू एन ऑर्डिनेंस।
ये ठीक बात है कि राय हमसे तो नहीं ली गई थी।
सो वेयर डू यू स्टैंड ऑन दिस सर? मिस्टर चौधरी, आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की स्टैंड, आप फार्मर्स को सपोर्ट करते हो?
हमने इन बिलों का विरोध किया, संशोधन के लिए सुझाव दिए, और जब आज वार्ता की टेबल पर बैठ गए और सरकार ने एक पॉजिटिव संकेत दिया है कि संशोधन हम मानेंगे, और तो हमको उम्मीद है ये आंदोलन सफल होगा।
नहीं सर, क्या पॉजिटिव सिग्नल, आपको पॉजिटिव सिग्नल्स दिखाई दी थी मीटिंग में?
अभी जब 7:30 बजे कृषि मंत्री जी बाहर आए 7:45 बजे, तो उन्होंने कहा कि इस हमें सुझाव दें, संशोधन करेंगे और उसके बाद अच्छा ही होगा। तो जब वार्ता के लिए बैठे हैं तो नेगोशिएशन करने की क्षमता किसानों में कम होती है। किसान या तो रूठ जाता है या उठ के चला जाता है। हमको उसको थोड़ा सा ठीक करना पड़ेगा, और सरकार इतने लंबे अब आंदोलन के बाद 2.5-3 महीने से किसान लगे हुए हैं, सफलता का टाइम आया है, तो उस टाइम पर हमको धीरज के साथ में।
बट मिस्टर चौधरी, आपको पॉजिटिव सिग्नल्स, पॉजिटिव साइंस कहाँ पे दिखाई दी है? क्योंकि जो एग्रीकल्चर मिनिस्टर कह रहे थे ये मीटिंग के बाद, वो तो सरकार 10 दिन से कह रही है, वो ही कह रही है, वो तो रिपीट कर रहे थे जो उन्होंने पहले कहा है। और आज जो मीटिंग में जो सरकार प्रपोजल लाई थी, वो तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी से मिलने के बाद लाई थी ना। तो आपको पॉजिटिव साइन कहाँ पे दिखाई दी सर?
नहीं, वो प्राइम मिनिस्टर मिलने के बाद लाई है तो लाई है ना, उसको आगे बढ़ाना थी ना बात को। उनको
बात तो आगे नहीं बढ़ी ना सर,
9 तारीख को बढ़ रही है ना।
Okay. So you believe that so Mr. Chaudhary believes that we will see a positive sign going forward on the 9th. But before that, Kavita Karuganti, you are joining us from on the ground there, where the protesters are settling in for another night, their 10th night in the cold. It is 10 degrees Celsius in Delhi. So they are open to talks on the 9th. But in a show of strength, they're going to go ahead with that nationwide protest to show that they mean business this time round.
Yes, that's right. Farmers have been saying that they are not going to walk out of talks, and they've always been willing to talk. I mean, after all, they have come this far to converse directly with the government. But on the demand that they have of repeal of the acts, they are very determined that it will be just that and not amendments in a bad law. If a law and its objective themselves are very wrong, then all the various clauses within the law are bound to go wrong, and that's what happened in these laws. This is clearly a case of the government saying that farmers and consumers can fend for themselves in their market interfaces, whereas farmers here are saying rightly so, that they need protection of the government. So today there were two positive things, if one may say so, that happened. One, for the first time, the government actually said that they will bring a concrete proposal to the table. This is something that farmers have been asking for weeks. The second thing that happened was that the minister very gently and openly complimented the movement for being, peaceful.
Yes.
And he also said that this is not associated with party politics. And that's a development,
Yes.
because the government had been saying all along that this is sponsored by Congress party, commission agents and so on.
That is a change in stance.
So
yes.
one looks forward to what happens on the 9th and what exactly will happen.
So Kavita Karuganti agrees with Mr. Chaudhary. There were some signs, some silver linings at the end of this 5-hour-long marathon meeting, even though it ended up inconclusive. But Kavita Karuganti, let me ask you, the other interesting thing that the Agriculture Minister said was that he urged farmer leaders to send elderly and children and women, many of whom are among the thousands camped out there in those grounds behind you, back home, citing the winter and the COVID pandemic. Are the farmers considering that proposal? Because it could be a catch-22 if the government does decide to, let's say, crack down on protesters.
Look, it's a movement that is spontaneous in farmers wanting to protect their own interests. Today, if you have women and old people and children joining here, or more people preparing to be reinforcements, you have more roads into Delhi getting blocked from Uttar Pradesh side and Madhya Pradesh side today. It's all spontaneous. Farmers are fed up about being taken for granted, and the movement is inspiring others. The kind of grit that Punjab and Haryana farmers are showing by peacefully staying put, by being resolute. So we hear so many stories about people telling those who are protesting at Singhu border here, people back in the villages, that don't worry about your wheat crop, I'll take off your crop this time. They're helping out each other. So they are determined, and these kinds of appeals should have been made long ago.
All right.
You
they're
know,
determined.
when the government
they're going to stick,
brought in
hold their ground. All right. So Nikhil,
ordinance,
let me ask you then the original question: is there a middle path? Is there a middle ground? Because, like I said, this meeting was preceded by, for the first time before any rounds of talks, were the meeting with the Prime Minister. So the Prime Minister had been appraised of the latest situation, of what the farmers' demands were, and in the end, what the ministers brought, Mr. Piyush Goyal, the Agriculture Minister, brought to the table had the blessings of the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister has defended this government's laws. He's done this in public. He was in Varanasi, I think, a few days ago. He's spoken on his Mann Ki Baat about this. So the government's stand on this is quite clear.
Yeah, but so is the farmers' stand very clear, and it's been clear consistently. So I think the middle ground, the first thing one must understand is that the farmers are asking for a repeal. They are not even asking for a particular demand. They are saying, let us go back. If you are saying you want to do something progressive for us, this is something that we do not agree with, do not like, we think is fundamentally flawed. That's why we don't even want amendments. And if there's a consensus amongst all those farmers' organizations, it is to repeal this. I think the middle ground would be for the government to acknowledge that, yes, if nothing else, we were unable to take the farmers into confidence. We will repeal, and then we will bring everyone back to the table to discuss what kind of measure can be brought about, which the farmers themselves agree with and which they need. It is not like the Indian farmers were in a great situation, but they think it's been made much, much worse. So as far as the content is concerned, I think there are two issues. There's one issue of democracy. The government has clearly actually not talked, not listened, not negotiated, and it's great that they are complimenting the farmers for their peaceful democratic protest. But the government needs to realize that it cannot be arrogant. This is not the only set of laws. Over and over again, they are making this mistake. So now they should say and acknowledge, it seems like the only thing, because it is not some question of nuances, it's not a question of one subsection of the law, otherwise the farmers would have brought that. There are innumerable 40-odd points, and it's right through the whole law that there are sets of laws that there are problems. It's not merely an issue of how you will bring the minimum support price into a guarantee, which is itself fraught with a lot of issues. So the farmers are saying clearly, we want to go back to where we were. It's much better than anything here. And after that, let's sit together and think about what we need to have in terms of a progressive law that will genuinely help farmers and increase their incomes and give greater security to them.
All right. Thank you all. This story, I'm sure this debate will continue tomorrow, day after, of course, Tuesday, the day of those nationwide protests, and Wednesday as the talks resume. But thank you all for joining us tonight.